Yes, and yeah, I think Marcus would. Yeah, that's probably what he would go with. He would make sure to assert his leaderness, his leadership. Even I speak English. I swear to God. He would assert his leadership, I think, over the two of them. And they're squabbling. And just to be clear, I am leading this party. Your differences will remain secondary to our goals. And so there we go. Unfortunately, however, now we have a problem, because we now have 7 party members, and we can only have a maximum party size of 6, which means somebody has to go. And yes, this is pretty much why I said we wouldn't be keeping Edwin around just for now. We'd basically have to pick him up again later. It's very awkward, and I'd rather not have to do it this way, but unfortunately we do, because who could we get rid of instead of Edwin? Well, we could get rid of Edwin in theory, but Marcus isn't going to. And we want to keep Minsk around. And Jaheira and Khalid, well, I need them for now. We're not going to keep them around forever, but the main point with those two is I do need to keep them alive, at least, in order for it to fit with Baldur's Gate 2. But we don't necessarily, I suppose, have to keep them in our party for now. The only problem is, these two kind of come as a pair. If we try to just dismiss Khalid, they'll both leave, because like he'll be like, oh, come on then, Jaheira, let's go. And they'll both leave. And unfortunately, the same goes for Minsk and Dinah here, so if you tell Dinah here to get lost, she'll take Minsk with her. And if the vice versa, if you tell Minsk to leave, then Dinah Hill will go with him. So, unfortunately, we literally have no other choice but to ditch Edwin for now. Which I'd rather not do, because I like Edwin, but unfortunately we have to. We'll have to replace him with Dinah here, and thankfully Dinah here is a mage as well, so in terms of our kind of party skill set, that's not really so much of a problem. Although she's not as good at she's not actually as good as Edwin, as far as I'm concerned. She doesn't have good spells and stuff like that, but we should generally be okay from a statistical point of view. But yeah, unfortunately, we can't get rid of Dinah here without getting rid of Minsk. However, there is one way to get rid of her and not Minsk, and that's to actually get her killed. So there is that one possibility, I suppose. If we actually were to get her killed and we just didn't resurrect her, we could then get Minsk back in the party. But unfortunately, I think she's in Baldur's Gate 2 as well. So I'm a bit hamstrung, really. Honestly, I'll level with you basically. My plan at the minute is to, and has been for a while, is basically to do the Nashkel mines, and then after we're done with the Nashkel mines, we're basically going to send Khalid and Jaheira on their way. Because we will have done the Nashkel mines, which is what they were sent down here to do in the first place, and then from that point forward, I think we'll go our separate ways. We might have them join our party again later on down the line, perhaps. But I think otherwise, I'd like to just let them go, and then we may well just keep Dinah here around for the rest of the game, because we kind of need to. Well, mainly just because we need to keep her alive, and whereas I could just send her away like these two, I do want to keep Minsk around. So what may end up happening is we'll get rid of these two, then we'll get Edwin back, so we'll have Edwin, Minsk, and Dinah here all in the same party, which should be fairly hilarious. In terms of banter and stuff, and then we'll have an extra slot for someone else, and I don't really know who that someone else will be at this point, but nevertheless, I do have some ideas. But anyway, yeah, that's basically I think what's going to go down. So for now, we're going to boot Edwin out and bring in Dinah here. So shall we remove this character from the party? Yep. Pretty much.
What is it now?
You would have me leave the group. I agree to do so, but only as it serves my purposes for the time being. I will wait here, but I am not a patient man. Our paths have to separate right now, but they will cross again one of these days. I might seek your help again soon. Let us set up a meeting place somewhere along the Sword Coast. Nashkel's belching dragon is a nauseous, filthy pigsty, but it will have to do. See if you can find your way down there before I grow bored of waiting. Let's see how quickly they will discover my irreplaceability. I bet they will run all the way down to Nashkel. So there we go. He's off. Edwin's disappeared. Thy graciousness in rescue is appreciated. Hast thou also rescued mine journal? It was taken away by the gnolls. We will not waste our time searching. The gnolls have probably used it for kindling for their fires. There we go. So,
Of course.
yeah, she's lost a journal as well. I think it's some sort of side quest for her character. So there we go. There we go. So we now have Dinah here as part of the party, and she has nothing. Oh, obviously, because she was being kept prisoner, but it's also kind of awkward. But then again, we are heading immediately back to Nashkel now, at which point I will equip her with some more stuff. In terms of spells, she has Stinking Cloud. What does that do? Get massive nauseous vapors up to 30 yards away from his position. Any creature caught within the cloud must roll. Unsuccessful saving throw versus poison will be sent reeling and fall down for 1 to 2 rounds. Those who make successful saving rolls can leave the cloud without suffering any ill effects. Alright, so it's sort of like it's an incapacitating spell, but by the sounds of it, it's probably one that affects friendlies as well. It's kind of awkward. I will queue it up for now because there's nothing else to queue up, and we also have Burning Hands, which I don't think is really as good as Magic Missile, especially now she's level 4, because I think she is level 4. Yep, she is. So I will just give her a crap ton of Magic Missile. Which should be alright, actually, really. Because she'll probably... I think that's like 2 missiles each. Because she's level 4. So that's alright, I guess. It could be useful against more powerful enemies. Especially when it comes to... Just for pure... like spell interrupting ability. That's the thing I love magic missiles for, is just for interrupting spells of any enemy mages and stuff. So yeah, as you can see, she's not even half as good as Edwin was in terms of her spells, but she'll have to do for now. We'll probably pick up some scrolls and stuff, and we'll teach her some better spells sooner or later. But yeah, and yeah, I think it's quite possible we'll keep it to the end of the game. It's a bit annoying because she's a bit of a dull character, honestly.
No sooner said than done.
Is Dinah here, but she's a bit like Khalid and Jahira, really. She's just a bit uninteresting for the most part. In fact, potentially even less interesting than those two. But whatever. I guess we'll have to just roll with it. It could be quite useful to have 2 mages in the party eventually once we get Edwin back. So, you know, I'm not necessarily going to complain. In terms of melee clout, once Khalid's gone, we'll still have Minsk, as well as Marcus, which should be okay. I think that should suffice. And I think maybe if we could pick up another cleric at some point, then we can add them in as well. So, yeah, I'm sure we'll be fine. Anyway, let's get going. Quick save. Let's just leave. You know what, actually, we might get ambushed on the way back. I have a sort of sneaky feeling that we might. So what I'm going to do is I think I will give 7 bullets, really. Oh well, better than nothing. I will give a sling and these remaining bullets to Dinah here, just so she's got some means of defending herself in case we're ambushed.
Make it quick.
And Jahira, equip your club, and let's go. Back to Nashkel. Oh no, we made it back in one piece. Fair enough. Yeah, we're back outside this farmhouse. Right, well, which is quicker, north or south? North.
Mutton mongering riffraff.
Shut up, Edwin. Be silent. Let's make our way to the inn. What time is it? Why is my tab key not working?
What?
I demand to know why my tab key is not working. Whoa, the journey took 2 days? And 12 hours? Fine, whatever. Well, I don't know what the time is because my tab key apparently doesn't want to work on the clock down here in the corner, but whatever. It is a mystery. You're supposed to be able to tell from like the sun and moon thing here, but whatever. It's probably around, judging by the height of the moon there, it's probably around 10 o'clock-ish or something. 10 PM. I assume, anyway. Right. Let's head into the inn. We've not been in here yet, I don't think, actually, which... Oh, yeah, that's going to mean this happens.
It may be a touch unladylike, but I'm gonna slit your throat, I am.
It's another assassin, yay. Just fancy my luck seeing you stroll in here. Baldur's Day. I expected a hunt and a chase from the description, but who am I to argue easy coins in the purse? May the Lord of Shadows guide you swiftly to your death. Is there no compassion in your heart? Will you not reconsider? I don't think so, somehow. Money be your motivation, surely we can make a deal. That didn't work last time, so... I will defend myself if I must. If you wish to die, then attack as you will. By all means, defend as you wish. If you were to simply lay down and die, there would be no intrigue in this profession at all. There we go, being attacked by another assassin. This one more powerful than the last one, I believe. She's also a spellcaster, I think, as well, so... First thing I'm going to do...
Do they wish my ear?
Oh, blast. We didn't rest, did we? So I can't actually... I can't have Dinah here cast anything. For some reason she has a slow poison special ability. I don't know why, but that's actually quite useful. So, fair play. Right, so she can't cast Magic Missile because we didn't rest.
You've a task?
Jaheira... Imowen, you still have some of your wand stuff left. So yeah, cast a Magic Missile at her.
Make it quick.
Everyone else just attack. And she has done something to Minsk. What the hell's she done to Minsk? Rigid thinking. I'll be honest, I don't know exactly what that is, but I think he's attacking us now, which is not good. Yeah, he's attacking Marcus. Blast him, damn it. Now he is paralysed Jaheira. I mean, she has paralysed Jaheira. For sake! Do something! There we go. Should really be interrupting those spells with the magic missile thing, but never mind.
I am surely close to death.
Yeah, you are close to death, damn it. Drink a potion.
Make it quick.
Oh, there we go. Nice hit. She's badly injured. Oh, I know what you can do. I know what you can do. Use your health draining thing, Marcus. Nice. Heaven's sake, leave her alone. Minsk is just panicking in the corner there. There we go. Wait a minute. Did you... Tiny, did you just punch out that assassin? Yeah. Tell me that's what happened. That'd be just so cool. Anyway, who is that? Asked Edwin over in the corner there, hiding behind a table. Another assassin. This is the 6th. I met with 2 before leaving Candlekeep, although technically speaking we didn't, because I kind of skipped half the tutorial. But there are normally 2 assassins in Candlekeep in 2 separate buildings. We only encountered 1 because I rushed through that tutorial. But anyway, whatever. One right after leaving Candlekeep, and that mage on the doorstep of the Friendly Arm Inn, and the dwarf in the red sheaf. You mean even inside the walls of Candlekeep you were attacked? Why didn't you tell me this before you left? Well, I tried to, Edwin, but you said you were too busy. Pfft, and you let that stop you. You really need to get a backbone if you expect to get a wife one day. At least if you don't want her to keep you under her thumb. No, Ugh, no, never pick that option. Wife, huh? Don't worry, I got plenty of that backbone thing. Maybe when you're fighting off beasts and whatnot, but not when it comes to women. Oh, Marcus, you lecherous oaf. What does she have on her anyway? A helmet, some armor and a shield we don't need, and a scroll. A bounty notice. Another one. Last seen in the region of Bergos, blah blah blah. The subject is to be considered a formidable foe and is likely to have well-equipped travelling companions. This offer has been extended to all appropriate guilds. Those returning with proof of the deed shall receive no less than 680 gold coins. Wow. So the price on our head has gone up yet more, and they've sent even a wider range of people after us.
Make it quick. A waste of my
Right.
talents.
Right, Jahira, you
Yes,
finished
of
being
course.
paralysed now, good. And Minsk has got his shit together as well, good. Phew, that's a relief, actually, because that fight can be really awkward sometimes, because I've had it before that she sometimes uses that spell, that rigid thinking one, to control, to turn one of our guys against us, like she did with Minsk. But then Minsk proceeds to attack, like, the bartender, and that causes the entire town to try and kill us. And then you have to redo the fight again, and ugh, I'm glad it didn't happen, suffice to say. Look at her, like, sprawled across the table like that. That's kind of hilarious. But anyway.
Never had rats. No sorry.
Bed. Dear God, oh, no royal suite? Good grief. Kind of establishment do you think this is? This is appalling. But anyway, I don't have time for a drink now. I think everyone just wants to collapse into a bed. Look at us, we're in such a sorry state. Dinehead's probably not slept in a proper bed for weeks. These guys haven't slept in a proper bed for what must seem like weeks. Yeah, noble, sweet, go, sleep, bed. Ugh.
Cool one, son.
Okay. And then the little seam dragon said, I knew I could do it, I knew I could. What art thou about, Minsk? Nothing, just telling Boo a good night story. Minsk, thou worry me increasingly. Why, is there something wrong with Minsk? Thou speakest to thy hamster almost... It should be thine hamster, shouldn't it? Really? Technically speaking, but whatever. To thy hamster almost incessantly. 'Tis not quite normal. Well, neither is spewing fire from your fingertips, and Dinah here does it every day. Minsk can't do it. I am a learned invoker, and my purpose is to exercise the arts magical. And Minsk is a ranger, and he's trained to speak with creatures of the wild. If you can't hear Boo, this does not mean he's not talking, right? Indeed, but it appears thou givest him much authority in thine life. Yes, because Boo is my friend. I listen to your advice too. Brilliant, he's put her on the same level as a hamster. Indeed thou dost. Maybe this matter should be laid to rest until such a time that we return to Rashomon. Many Othlor art great healers, and surely it is in their power to help. On mine own, I have no means to improve thine condition. Oh dear. You've rested for 1 day. Probably still puts the time at, yeah, like 10 o'clock in the evening, so...
Never had rats.
Whoop.
No
I'm just gonna, for the sake of, I don't know, role-playing or whatever, I'm gonna rest again for 8 hours, I can assume. Yeah, now it's around midday, but that's better than 10 o'clock at night. Alright, so we completed that little quest. We rescued Dinah here. We sent Edwin on his way. And now we probably should go and get Dinah here some proper equipment, actually. And then, finally, even though we could probably goof off if we wanted to and go and explore some of the areas around Nashkel a bit, I think we should probably just head straight to the Nashkel mines. We're more than prepared for it now. We have a whole bunch of level 4 characters in the party, which is more than you need for the Nashkel mines. So I'm quite eager to actually get stuck into that, really. It'll be our first proper dungeon of the game. And, you know, I'm quite eager to do it, you know. I like the Nashkel mine. It's quite a fun level. So, yeah, I think that's probably what we're going to do next, really. I mean, after we've gone and got some equipment and stuff anyway, so... Yes.